My name is Stephen King. Spent some time in the dark.
Please don't let us be in the dark.
Help me. I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. And that's a promise.
Welcome to Castle Rock Radio. Yes, that's the name of it. Oh, this is Max Booth.
And I am Laurie Michelle.
And we have a show ahead of you.
Woohoo.
It's about the new short story that Stephen King has released on his website.
Yes, Laurie.
What? That's
Laurie.
Max. Did
I
you
know
forget
you're
my
Max.
name?
No, it's a story that's named Laurie.
Did we Freaky Friday?
Yes.
Oh my god.
The short story's name is Laurie. Unfortunately, not spelled correctly.
Yeah, I know. You have an axe to grind now.
I do. Damn it.
Is the story any good? Is it awful? I guess you're just going to have to tune in and find out.
Either that or you could go read it and then tune in.
We recommend just listening.
Yes.
Now you can go to StephenKing.com, which is probably his website name. And I don't know, just Google Stephen King and Laurie.
Right.
Something will pop up. It'll give you a PDF. Read it. It won't take you that long. Then come listen to the show. You know what? I'll probably have a link to the story in the show notes. So go to the
What?
Look at what you're listening to. Look at me right now. You see the hyperlink? Click that. Okay. Enjoy.
So today we're talking about the new short story that's on Stephen King's blog called Laurie.
It's a blog?
I would assume it's a blog.
Website.
Website. It's still a blog, I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
You should.
Yes.
Especially since this short story is named for me.
Is
Only
it?
It's spelled incorrectly.
He's saying he's calling you a dog?
Yes.
I mean, this dog does pee a lot.
Alright, what are you trying to say about me?
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Uh-huh.
Do you need me to spell it out?
Yes.
M-O-O-N. It's about a man named Lloyd. He's 69, 70, something like that.
Yeah, he's older.
His wife has recently died from some type of brain cancer.
Yeah, she had like a tumor. Some sort of tumor that couldn't be operated on.
It was an inoperational tumor.
Inoperable tumor.
Inoperable.
So basically, he's just kind of wasting away.
Yeah, he's being a useless piece of shit. No, I'm kidding. He's sad. He's
lonely.
Yeah.
He's not really taking care of himself because he doesn't give a shit anymore.
So one day his older sister,
His older sister.
she brings him this dog,
Right.
which is a collie moody.
A muddy mix. I've never heard of a moody or a muddy before.
It's a
And
type
I
of
didn't even
dog.
bother to look it up because I meant to
Because
and I forgot.
no one gives a shit.
Somebody might give a shit.
Well, the person who gives a shit already knows what that means.
What kind of a dog it is.
Yeah, all dogs look the same.
They're dogs.
Yeah, they poop, they pee, they eat.
They bark at shit.
Actual shit.
Sometimes they actually do.
She brings this pup, and she's like, I need you to take this dog. I found him in a box.
Something to that effect. I don't think it
there
was
a
quite that
box
silly.
that said, please take these dogs. So she took one.
Just a random box.
Something like that.
Yeah, like her neighbor's dog had puppies or something.
So did this neighbor just abandon these puppies in a box on the side of the road?
No, I don't think so.
Like by the trash cans?
I don't think so.
Like how when you get a new office chair, so you put the old one out and say, please take?
Yes.
That's fucked up. And he doesn't want the dog.
No, he's like,
He's resistant.
I really, don't bring me a dog.
Who wants a dog? Let's be honest.
I don't know. They're kind of nice to pet. He's like, I don't want to take care of a dog. I don't even want to take care of myself.
My wife just died. Leave me alone.
Right.
And she's like, no, take this dog that I putting on you? Like, what if he doesn't like dogs?
I don't know. She never bothered to ask him.
What if he isn't propelled to take that type of responsibility? I mean, they don't have kids. I mean, for a good reason. They never had kids.
Exactly.
He doesn't want to take you or something. He has shit to do.
It's more important stuff to wonder about.
Dogs
Florida.
are a handful. Yeah, this is taking place in Florida.
Florida.
The USA. It's like a state.
I'm thinking it might be.
Perhaps you've heard of the Florida man. He is responsible for lots of nefarious activities that goes on in the southwest.
East.
Oh, geography. This isn't the Mrs. Todd Shulkin episode, okay?
Florida is like one of the easternmost states of the United States.
Yeah. Only if you're looking at it one way.
Oh, I see.
If you turn the map upside down, then it's west.
Wouldn't the compass turn around too?
Who's seen a compass? When was the last time you saw a compass?
It's
What
been
are
a while.
we fucking searching for metal on an island?
Yes.
No, we're not.
Have you ever used a compass?
No. Have you?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact.
Like back in the Middle Ages?
Yes, of course.
Have you all disgusting childhood?
Yes.
Before light was invented?
Of course. We didn't have
maps.
Yes. There was no such thing as pencils or paper
Just
either.
look at get the phone out. Let's go to MapQuest. So this dog, he gets stuck with her.
Yes.
And they form a bond
Like-
pretty much immediately.
Like all natural dogs.
It's really much kind of like John Wick. Well, his wife dies, and then he gets a dog, and they bond. Except this man is not an assassin.
Exactly.
That we know of. We don't get a lot of his background. I mean, maybe there is a reason they didn't have kids. Maybe it was a Mr. and Mrs. Smith situation going on.
This is possibly true.
The brain tumor could just be a cover-up. He could have plugged a bullet into his wife's brain.
Maybe that was the tumor.
Yeah, because they were looking for rival hitman agencies.
They are from New York, so anything's possible.
And, little hitmen all go
Of course.
when they retire. Florida, United States. So, the sister, she goes out and buys a bunch of dog stuff. Napkins, pee pads, a cage.
Yeah, I think it's funny that she buys a playpen for the dog to lay in. Which I suppose would be effective. It's just a little strange.
It makes sense to me.
All right.
I don't see how that's strange. We have a playpen for all the dogs we have.
Ours is actually a dog cage. It's not a baby playpen.
What's the difference?
One's for a baby. Would you put a baby in ours?
I mean, yeah.
You would put a baby in there.
I mean, if it had padding.
Well, it doesn't have padding. That's the
Just
point.
put a blanket down. If it was like on the rug, why not?
Because it's not a playpen.
Dogs and babies are practically the same thing. Tell me a difference. They both shit on the ground. They put their mouths on everything. They smell anuses like the wazoo.
What exactly is a wazoo?
It's an instrument.
That's a kazoo.
What's a wazoo?
I don't know.
It's like the bizarro kazoo.
Yes.
The wazoo. I don't know.
You play it backwards.
Some Canadian instrument, probably.
Probably.
Do they have instruments in Canada?
I would assume so.
Yeah, well, they on that Arcade Files from Canada.
Oh, so see, they're not all bad in
And
Canada.
also Alex Trebek, but he's not an instrumentalist. That's called a musician.
An instrumentalist. Are we making up words today on the podcast? First we have wazoo, now we have
I didn't make up
instrumentalist.
wazoo. That's a thing people say.
I know, but what is a wazoo?
We're not watching Jeopardy right now.
Why not?
It sounds like a question you just phased and answer. Phased.
Phrase.
Oh, what? Yeah, babies and dogs, same thing.
No.
If anything, dogs are better because they die sooner.
Is that what? And this has been the Nihilist Max podcast.
This is a 32-page PDF.
Yeah, like 32, 36 pages, somewhere in that neighborhood.
I was right, 32.
Well, aren't you fancy?
But I mean, most of it is just this dude bonding with a dog.
Yeah, and talking about how he's teaching the dog to be potty trained.
I mean, Stephen King is obsessed with peeing. And
He
this is no
is.
exception.
Except for in this case, it's the dog peeing rather than somebody else peeing.
Yeah, it's a different type of bitch. There's even a bitch joke in this. When he's walking his dog and one of his neighbors goes, "Oh, look at him." He goes, "That's a she." And the woman just begins singing, "Oh, a bitch, a bitch, a bitch."
Yes.
I don't know what that was about. Do you?
Well, I think because the woman is starting to lose her marbles, and I think that was just trying to prove that point that she's kind of gone loony.
It just sounded rude.
Well, you know, she's a little bit zany.
I guess. There's a scene where he goes to a restaurant and brings the dog in.
It sounds like that was a restaurant where if you sat on the patio, you could have your dog.
It was a patio.
Yeah.
I thought he went inside.
No.
Because I thought that was fucking gross.
Yeah, no, it was. They were sitting on the patio.
That's more understandable.
Yes.
Okay. So I was ready to have a lot of complaints about that.
No, there's no health code violations going on there.
The other day I enraged an entire family at the hotel I work at because they had this, what's that dog that, like, the face is all deformed from breathing and they can't
like a
breathe?
pug?
Yeah, a pug. Well, those pugs.
They got smooshy faces.
Yeah, and they just wheeze constantly.
Yeah, they do. And then they slobber.
It's like any second they're just going to collapse as they walk. They don't sound healthy.
No, that was my good pug imitation. Do you like it?
Oh, I thought you were mimicking how you snore at night.
Har har.
Ha! Ha! But yeah, the fucking kid, he brings the pug into the kitchen area and ties him to a seat while he goes to get breakfast.
They're like, no.
So I went in and said, hey, child, you can't do this. He just kind of gave me the silent treatment and brought him away. And his mom walked into the lobby and she was like, I told you to eat breakfast. And he goes, they told me I can't bring the dog in. So then she tied the dog to her pulse and set the pulse on the couch in the lobby, and they all went and ate breakfast. And the dog just sat and waited patiently, but the whole time I was hoping
that somebody would steal the purse.
Well, that he would like get triggered and run down the hallway and
with the purse.
And the pulse was open too. So
That'd been awesome.
It would have dragged all the contents.
That'd have been spiffy.
But nothing really happened. He just sat there, and I sneezed once, and the dog just gave me a mean look, like I'm paying attention here.
Maybe he was just upset because he wants to be able to sneeze and can't.
Probably. You need to give those pugs like Allegra.
Poor baby.
We also had a pizza restaurant.
A pizza restaurant?
Do you call it that?
A pizzeria?
Yeah, a pizza joint.
There you go.
Back in Indiana when I was a kid, called Mystery Pizza. Is that a thing you know about?
I've never heard of
Maybe that was just like
pizza.
a one-off.
It could be. I don't know.
Anyway, it was pretty good. But they ended up closing down one day, mysteriously. They disappeared. But we had stopped going some months before that because one time we went in and like we noticed back in the kitchen they just had a couple dogs roaming around.
I don't know. I can't imagine a dog even wanting to be in a
I mean, was that like the mystery?
Maybe.
That was the recipe? Just
what if it was like Ratatouille and the dogs were actually making the pizza?
The dogs were controlling it?
Yes!
The dogs control the means of production?
Yes.
I want a communist dog. What are we talking about?
Dogs.
Yeah, so, you know, he's bonding with a dog, and it's like, oh, yeah, I love dogs. I'm an old man. My wife's dead. Boo-hoo. Now, what do you have to talk about?
Well, then he goes down south to see his sister. He takes the dog with him.
Yeah.
And he's all excited because she's like pounding him to go see the doctor. Like
Pounding him?
Not pounding, hounding.
Oh.
Get it? Hounding? Har.
Rough.
Anyway, she's the older sister and she's always taking care of him because their parents were like drunk degenerates or something.
Did they say that?
Yeah, he did.
Are you making that up?
No, I'm serious.
Okay. Probably. They do live in Florida.
And so she's always taking care of him. And so he happily goes to the doctor because he says, like, for the first time, I don't have any reason that I feel like I need to go to the doctor. And it turns out it's all good news.
Yeah, because, you know, if Stephen King loves one thing, it's no drama at all.
No drama.
A man gets a dog, he bonds with him, then he goes to a doctor's appointment.
And everything looks
wrong.
good. Yeah.
Because he's going on walks. Excuse me, Stephen King. I know you love to go on walks, but not all of us have time to
Right.
go on walks, so...
We
have day jobs.
Not all of us have to get a chance to walk our dog 3 times a day. I don't even have a chance to walk my dog once a day.
Move to Texas, Stephen King, and try walking in this goddamn sun.
It's awful. I went outside earlier just to go to the store. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning and already it's like blast the air conditioner as full as possible because it's awful.
You open the back door and you get nailed in the face with a gust of heat.
Yeah.
You can't go for walks like that in Texas.
And it's only May. Can you imagine what it's like here in August?
It's June, thank you.
Oh, that's right. It is June now. Sorry.
Although this will be published in a few weeks after.
Well.
Not next week.
Yeah.
So June 7th.
June. It's still June.
June gloom. I wish.
Only if we lived in California.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I experienced that last year.
You did.
It's pretty swell.
It is. Unfortunately, it's hotter than hell here.
So yeah, this story does not rule if it was set in Texas
No.
because they would have died already. And also, there's no alligators in Texas. Maybe
There
I don't
is in
know.
East Texas, but we're not in East Texas, so...
Are we in West Texas?
No, we were right in Central
All
Texas.
around. Oh yes, as Joe Lansdale likes to put it, the butthole of
We are in the
Texas.
butthole of Texas. Thank you, Mr. Lansdale.
So one day he's walking the dog,
Right.
and his neighbor's like, "Will's my husband."
She's the one that's a little wacky and then can never remember what the dog is and calls the dog a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, he, like, makes it sound like she's really kooky.
I just thought she was, I don't know, concerned about her husband.
She's kind of concerned, but he's like,
I didn't realize
why does
this.
she not know where he is, you know?
I don't know. She doesn't have a track on him.
Maybe she does.
He's old. He has a cane. Yeah, he's gone, so he's like, okay, I'll keep an eye out, lady.
Right.
But he finds the guy's cane. He follows the trail. And he's in the process of being consumed by an alligator.
Right.
Like, his head's been squashed.
I didn't think alligators were that aggressive.
Well, they later speculate that maybe he waved a cane at the alligator's nest.
Ah. Well, I guess then in that case it probably would be possessive.
Possessive alligator's nest. That would be a possessive.
Yes, I know. The alligator is possessive of its nest.
No, alligator. Apostrophe S.
It's not that kind of possessive.
Man, you're being really possessive of how we phrase this.
Well, why can't I say possessive?
Do you think the alligator was possessed
Maybe.
by his wife?
I kept expecting the dog to be like
His
a
wife?
reincarnation of his wife.
Like he thought he was
yeah.
going to try to marry the dog.
No, like I mean,
Like-
he's just certain things that the dog would do would be like, I think that's my wife, you know. I wouldn't put it past Jimmy
I
King.
think
Let's
that's
put it
my
that
wife.
way.
Like what? Like what could the dog have been doing during the day that he would have been like, is that you?
I don't know, just different things.
Like he's...
Well, he brought the CD player to the dog, and the dog enjoyed the music he was playing, and
Did he put the headphones on the dog's head?
No, like that'd be funny. Like the dog sniffed the label that said "Property of Marion," and like she knew it was hers. You know,
It's like, oh,
I kept expecting it to go more that
my
direction.
wife used to sniff that CD player just like that.
No. You know what I mean?
He wakes up to the dog just licking his balls. He's like, oh, I recognize that tongue.
What the hell? You woken up to that?
I mean, I haven't woken up to it, but you know.
What the hell?
Now maybe this was his wife dog.
His wife dog.
Wife. It sounds like one of those Millie Povich.
Moripovich.
Yes, that's how you say it. Shows like, do you think your wife is a dog?
Call us.
Do you think your dog is your wife incarnated? Call us at this number.
I wouldn't put it past him to have a show like that.
I'm positive that's been a show.
Probably.
Like, do you think they like the husbands all sitting in a row? Like,
Do
bring
they
the
do a blood
dogs out.
test?
What the hell is this, Kentucky? They related to their wives now?
Like the DNA
Oh.
test to find out who the father is.
Yeah. We have to tell me that, yes.
This is your wife.
This child matches the DNA of your recently departed wife. You owe her alimony. Can you owe a dog alimony?
I don't think so.
Well, like, you know how when old people sometimes die, they leave, like, little inheritance to little pets?
Yes.
How does that work?
I'm sure it has to be controlled by an estate manager.
I want to do that.
You're going to leave your fortune to the dog?
Yeah.
It's not even your dog.
I didn't say what dog.
Oh, just a dog, a random dog? Okay.
I'll find a good one.
All 33 cents that you have to your name right now?
Yeah, speaking of, if you want to help us do the podcast and publish books and buy groceries, support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/PMM Publishing.
Thank you for that interlude.
Oh, you're welcome. So yeah, his head has been squashed by an alligator.
Yes, and the dog is going crazy, and she never barks at anything.
Right.
So he picks up the dog and he says, "Go home."
He throws it across the woods.
Free!
And the dog runs off.
Yeah, but
I love the fact that he throws the dog.
well, it's
pretty
important.
good. I honestly thought, and it would have been a smart move, he was going to throw the dog at the alligator as a decoy and just take off.
And just run.
I mean, it's just a dog. You can get a new dog anytime. It's not like it's his wife.
It could be, though.
Maybe that's what happened to his wife.
Maybe so.
He was like, "Oh no, an alligator! Hide! Get in front of me!"
By the way, it was a tumor.
It was what?
A tumor. That's just his reason that she's gone, even though he actually fed her to the alligator.
It's not a tumor.
Okay, thank you, Arnold.
You're welcome. That's how he really sounds.
Yes, of course.
Just like this.
Of course.
He gets the cane that the dead neighbor had, and he just like kind of bashes it against the alligator's head
Right,
as
and
it
he
attacks
stabs the alligator with it.
him. It's a nice dueling fight.
A duel between a
dueling
man with a
match.
cane and an alligator.
With also a cane.
Whoa.
Get that. The alligator takes that cane, and all he needs is a top hat and a monocle, and he's one fancy motherfucker.
He does live in Florida.
Florida, excuse
Florida.
you. Yeah, the alligator, does he kill it? Does he just run off? I don't know.
He just manages to escape the alligator because the alligator was coming towards him.
Right, that's why he began bashing him with a cane.
Right.
And that's kind of it, right?
Yeah, and he calls the police who come and find the body and tell the neighbor lady and
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, hey, there's a good dog you have."
right.
He's like, "Yeah, I know." And
that was pretty much it.
And it ends with thinking of Vixen,
Yes.
which was Tabitha's Cooley, who recently passed just a few months ago.
Right. And I mean, obviously, that's what the short story was.
Do you think he was just like walking a dog one day? He thought, it'd be crazy if an alligator came.
Me.
He has a Florida.
That's true. That is
House,
true. That is true.
Rental house. Seminole House. Yeah, so I mean, that's probably what happened. It's
Probably.
Like, that'd be crazy if an alligator came. He went home, he wrote it. He's like, this is stupid. I guess I'll put it on my blog. I guess I'll just put this one up on my blog.
Exactly.
Because, I don't know, what do you think of it?
I mean, it was okay. I mean, he does what he does best and make a character out of it. I mean, you care for the character.
I think this is a real, his lack of outlining really shines.
Yeah.
Because, he has a developed protagonist, but
Right. But
he
no
doesn't
plot.
know what to do with him.
Right. He does that a lot where his characters, you love his characters and the universe he built, and you can clearly see it and feel it, but then the plot is non-existent.
Yeah, I feel like he should have given this one some more thought. I do think the wife should have been, possessing a dog.
Right.
Because that would have been hilarious.
Well, it would have been something.
I want that to be, a movie starring Jim Belushi or something. As the wife.
Didn't Jim Belushi do a dog movie, like Canine or something?
He did.
Awesome. I'm glad I remember.
I fucking hate that guy. The wrong brother died.
I'm so sorry to hear this.
Don't you agree?
Probably. John was a lot funnier.
Hell yeah. Jim Belushi's only been in one good movie.
And what is your favorite movie that he stars in?
Thief.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Well, we should watch it because I own it on Blu-ray and it's great. It's with James Caan. Can't. One thing I don't understand, it's not why I don't understand it, I don't appreciate it, is the naming of the dog.
Laurie.
Yeah, I mean, the sister's like, "What do you want to name him?" And he says that, and she goes, "Oh, where'd that come from?" He just goes, "Oh, it just came to me."
Yeah, and it's like...
That's it.
Yeah, and didn't have any meaning or anything.
Come on.
Right, can we at least name it after, like, the character in the movie you just saw or something,
Like,
you
was
know?
that your mistress's name? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Was that like what you were gonna name your kid, but maybe your wife had a miscarriage?
Right.
Just like, it just came to me.
Yeah. Because
It's the name of the fucking story, man.
I mean, I don't know. Even though my name is Laurie, I wouldn't just... That's not the first name that would come to mind.
No,
You know,
I would
be like...
definitely not name you that. What would you name yourself if you could?
I really don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll name you Jim Belushi.
Are you?
Jim Belushi.
That would be kind of strange. It's too bad there's not a short story named Max.
I'm sure there was. I know James Patterson has those
Yeah.
YA novels.
Yeah, but I mean, her name is like...
It's Maximum
Yeah.
Overdrive. No.
It's just
Maximum
Maximum.
something. I've read like a lot of this.
Yeah, like, isn't Osmandius part of that or something?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. You should.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would recommend this one. It's kind of a waste of time, I thought.
Yeah.
I just thought, it's basically, okay, this dude has a dog. He trains the dog. He goes for a walk with the dog. They stumble across an alligator eating a man, and they run away.
Right.
And that's it.
That's the end of the story. Yeah. So, it's not all that exciting.
So the question is, where do we rank this?
Is
Is it better than the Lawnmower Man?
No.
I don't even. Yeah, it's not better than Children of the Corn.
No, I'm not even sure if it's better than it might be better than the Revelations of Becca
Is
Paulson.
it though?
I'm not sure.
At least that has a plot to it.
That is true.
10 o'clock people, yeah. Nona. I mean, I'm thinking between Nona and Premium Harmony.
I think so too.
All right, so
It is your now number 34, new number 34.
yeah, the 38.
Well,
It did not beat out Gwenny's Button Box.
nothing will ever beat up.
I don't know. It's possible.
I suppose it's possible. I don't see it being probable.
There's a
but-
few short stories of his that are pretty terrible.
All right.
Wait until we get into his poems.
We're not touching his poetry with a 10-foot pole.
I am flattered you would compare it to being at length.
Not talking about that either.
Yeah, I mean, we have to do his poetry eventually.
Yeah,
Maybe just
yeah.
like one long episode of everything.
Every poem.
And it'll just be a minute
bash it.
long, and it'll just be like, this is stupid. This is dumb.
Okay.
Yeah, so this new short story of his, not great. He also advertised it as being like an appetizer.
Yeah, for
of
the outsider.
Don't understand that at all.
I haven't gotten into the outsider
I'm
yet.
like
I know
300 pages into it right now.
Yeah.
No dogs on it. No alligators on it. It takes place in Oklahoma.
Is there a person named Laurie in it?
I haven't seen it yet.
No Lauries?
Yeah. I don't know
Alrighty.
what the fuck he was talking about.
Maybe it'll become clearer to you.
Maybe. I doubt it. But yeah, so that's that story. Cool.
Very exciting. And that was the short story Laurie that's on Stephen King's website.
How does it feel having Stephen King name something after you?
It would be fine if he'd spelled my name
You
correctly.
fucking idiot.
Actually, he spelled it correctly. I spelled it incorrectly.
That's not what it says on your birth certificate. You just changed the spelling?
No, I mean...
Oh, then it's spelled correctly, isn't
well,
it?
for me, yeah. I mean, traditionally, my name should be spelled Laurie.
I think it should be Lourui.
Laurie.
We don't have a lot of news to talk about. Just a reminder, we
Right.
will be in Austin in August.
Yes, we will be having a table at KillerCon, and we've also contacted them about hopefully doing some more fun stuff there. So
Yeah, we're trying to do like a special Lost Films reading, because a lot of the folks who are in this book will be attending the event, which is on the 24th and lasting throughout the weekend.
Right.
Now, Lost Films is a new book we're doing.
We are.
So I'll tell the audience a bit about that.
Well, it's about lost films. No, it's got authors such as Brian Evanson and Gemma Files, Christy DeMeester, Ashley Schwerman, Bob Pastorella.
Longtime co-guests.
Right.
Recalling guests. Betty Rocksteady's in
Right.
it. Stephen King's in it. No, he's not.
No, if we wish.
Do we?
I don't know.
I don't know. This fucking podcast is making me rethink this whole thing.
You think Stephen King?
Kind of. So yeah, that's an anthology we're doing. It comes out in August.
Right, but if you want to, you can pre-order it now on our website.
Yeah, perpetualpublishing.com.
Right.
And if you use what's the discount code we got?
Constant Listener.
Yeah, use that code upon checkout. You get 10% off. And that's
Right.
only for those who listen to this podcast.
Exactly.
That's it for self-promotion, whatnot.
Whatnot.
Yeah. Now on to what's going on with Stephen King. If you listen to an old episode we did called the Stephen King Quiz Book, you will be familiar with the name Stephen Spignesi. Well, that fucking guy has come back with a new quiz book. It's called Stephen King, American Master, a creepy corpus of facts about Stephen King and his work.
Very exciting.
This is from Dread Central, by the way. The book is filled with fascinating facts, trivia, and little-known details about the life of King.
Right.
It is supposedly a must-read for King fans, and it provides interviews, essays, and insights from the casual to the fanatical. However, the last line of the press release, it's kind of concerning. The book is scheduled to be published by Permuted Press in October 2018.
So it may or may not happen then.
Now, I'm not going to assume everyone listening to this show is familiar with Permuted Press. Not everyone who is a fan of this show is also involved in the indie lit scene.
This is true.
So let's kind of break this down. Permuted Press used to be one of the most respected small press whole companies in the game.
Yes.
Used to. We're talking like a decade ago. Maybe even 5 years ago.
I was going to say even up to about 4 years ago it was...
But then the owner sold it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else took over who is possibly a Nazi. He's very right-wing, racist, homophobic. He has owed so many people royalties that he hasn't paid.
He was taking books that were supposed to be printed and making them ebook only and not giving royalties on them.
He's delayed books for years.
He's just canceled contracts for no reason.
He's refused to give rights back.
Right.
He's a shithead, and Permuted Press is no longer a company that I can tell you to support, and
please don't.
Honestly, don't buy this book.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up that I'm not surprised that Stephen Spignesi is going with them, because fuck that guy. As I remember, he might be cool.
I was going to say, he's probably the nicest guy in the world.
But his trivia book was annoying, so Phil Philby, he's enemies of the state. He's an enemy of the state. He's an enemy of the podcast, at least.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Also,
try not to... Permuted Presses needs to go away.
Honestly, if anyone's going to be writing the Stephen King book, we need to.
There you go.
It'd be like my my couple essays I did for Lit React.
There you go.
Yeah. Come on, Permuted Press, help me. I can be right wing.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't. Yeah, see, you're breaking down just thinking about it.
I can't.
Yeah, see?
Make America grapes again.
We have grapes in the refrigerator.
Oh my. Already one step ahead of Stephen Spignesi. He has no grapes.
How do you know this?
I don't know. That's it though. That's the only news really going on right now.
Right. Castle Rock, the series should be coming out.
The end of July.
The end of July.
Like July 26th, I think.
I don't know.
It's gonna be coming out when we're on vacation.
Oh, great.
Oh, grapes.
Grapes. Now that means that there'll be several episodes waiting for us when we get back.
Exactly. We will record them in Indiana. At my mom's house.
There you go. That won't be noisy at all.
Not at all. If you, as always, please subscribe to the show, rate and review us on iTunes and all those other places, because the more ratings and reviews we have, the more we can be, the more we spread.
Which could be bad.
Probably.
Be like a virus.
Could be.
If you were a good virus, though. Or like that good bacteria.
That good bacteria.
Exactly.
I'm just repeating what you said.
I know.
If you want to support the show besides doing the rating and review, you should throw us a buck or two on Patreon.
Right. For something as simple as $1 a month, you can get a ebook subscription to Dark Moon Digest, our Horror Quarterly.
Yeah, you get that. You get discounts to the stuff we sell. You get
this podcast sometimes early.
Sometimes.
We try to, but it doesn't always happen.
Yeah, that's patreon.com/PMM Publishing.
Right.
So you should do that.
You should.
Because we like money and you like listening to us. I have
Right.
to assume you do. Otherwise, you would not have made it this far.
You can always contact us via email at castlerockcast@gmail.com or visit our webpage at www.castlerockcast.com.
Yeah, and if you want to check out the current ranking of what we've done, you just go to that website and click the ranking tab.
Right, and then you can see what we like and what we don't like.
That's how websites work.
And then if you agree with us, you could send us an email. If you disagree with us, you could shoot us an email.
If you disagree with us, you can just shoot yourself in the face. Because we don't kill.
Find a gargoyle.
Find a gargoyle and never tell anybody. That's going to do it. Next week, what are we talking about?
I believe we're going to finally get to Christine.
No, next week, speaking of gargoyles.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's next week.
We just recorded that.
The next week, so sorry.
Yeah, whatever. No one made it this far. Next week, we're talking about Tales from the Dark Side.
Hi, Thomas.
Tales from Thomas's side.
Tales from Thomas's side.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't. It's okay.
Fucking hell.
Oh, you done it now, Jordy Verrill? You monkhead. You monkhead.